This is the Dell U2713HMT. This is my pick for the best to watch for. So you can find a good deal on any item can be a good deal. The reason I recommend this particular monitor is that it's readily available and the price is really, I don't think you're going to beat it for what you can find these for. So what this is a 27-inch 19... not 19. This is a 27-inch 2560 by 1440 2K monitor. It's a 60 hertz IPS panel with LED backlighting. And if you're looking for a monitor on the budget that I'm going to be recommending you try to find this particular model on, those are the only numbers that matter. It's, black levels, irrelevant. Response rate, basically irrelevant as long as it's a monitor. The only things that matter are minimum 60 hertz, the fact that it's 2K, the fact that it's IPS, and the fact that it's LED. And the reason those are the only things that matter is because I'm recommending that these be picked up at a price between $60 and $80. That's way better than what you're going to find at Best Buy. You walk into a Best Buy, you're going to walk out with a 1080p modern, but 1080p panel for $250, maybe a little less if you find a good deal, if something's on sale, and it's going to be a generic, mid-grade quality 1080p panel. These are old, but they are a high quality 2K IPS panel, and I think these probably would still hold up with the best of them. So I'm going to go over some features real fast. Like I said, this has this is a 2K screen. It is IPS and it is 60 hertz. Beyond that, another reason why I like this monitor, couple of things. Dell has mastered the art of creating a monitor arm down like a science. I'm very picky about my monitor arms. I know it's stupid, but I really am, especially if I'm on a budget. I want a decent monitor arm, and it can be hard to find a decent mount on a budget monitor. It's one of the areas they like to save money on. I'm looking at you, Samsung. Your budget monitors have terrible mount arms, at least the ones I've used. Yeah, fix it. So it's got this nice, nearly, I guess not full, but it's, what do you call that? 120 degree rotation, something like that. It's got as good of a rotation as you're going to normally find. I think I've seen one or two with better, but realistically, this is as good as you're going to find. It's high quality. It's sturdy. It does come off. Where is it? There's that thing. If I can get it off. There we go. So yeah, it does come off, and it's got a VESA mount on the back. So that's definitely nice, especially if you pick up a cheap VESA mount. As far as input options, oops, go that way. There we go. All right, let me see if I can. Let's do it the other direction. So this has pretty much all of your bases covered. You've got. Not good at doing this in reverse. Okay, you've got DisplayPort, which is what I'm going in by. It's got VGA. I've never tried the VGA on a newer monitor like this, but I'm going to make the assumption that it's only able to run at 1080p. I don't believe VGA ever supported higher than 1920/12, so I believe it's going to be 1080p. The dual link DVI, the big white port there, is going to support up to the full 2K resolution, and then your HDMI is also going to be limited to 1080p. I've tested that. I know that's the case. It's an older monitor. This does not support, I don't know, what is it, 1.4 or whatever that runs up to 4K. And then, what was the other thing with this? So I'm going to put it back. If I can do it without damaging something here. They're fairly sturdy though. And it's not the latest and greatest on the styling. It's a little bit thicker than some of the newer ones, but it's not terrible. It doesn't have that early 2000s look to it, which, I mean, It's right in between. So, and then, probably, like I was saying, the only way you're going to run the 2K is either the dual link DVI or the DisplayPort. That's probably the only downside. Some of these, a lot of these older monitors, the only way to do it was either dual link DVI or DisplayPort. So, you know, it is what it is. Chances are you're going to have at least one. Almost nobody's using, everyone's using HDMI. So chances are your video card's going to have at least one DisplayPort open. Most modern, reasonably upper mid-range video cards typically have at least two. I think three. I think kind of standard is one HDMI. I think like one HDMI, one DVI, and 2 or 3 display ports on pretty much all nice monitors. So then let's take a look at... No, that's... Man, I keep thinking I'm missing something here. But no, it's just a decent basic monitor. Like I said, these can be readily picked up. You know, you'll see people trying to get $200 or $300 out of them. Those people are crazy. Realistically, you should be able to find these for $60 to $80. If you really find a good deal, you might find one for free. One of the cool things with an older monitor like this is some people, they just see them sitting there and, you know, in the garage, they need to get rid of it, and it's an older monitor, $10, come and get it. Anyway, so this is my recommendation. You know, I'm not saying to buy this over something else. If you find a nice, an Asus or something like that at those price ranges that's similar specs, hey, go for that. But these are readily available. A lot of these are floating around out there because everybody buys Dell. It is what it is. So that's my recommendation. Anyway, I hope you guys find this interesting and informative. I'm going to be doing more of these videos, basically my recommendations based on buying large quantities of used products like this. Again, anyway, I hope everybody finds this interesting and informative, and thanks for watching the video.